Hey guys, welcome yet again to another Showdown Sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a... Oh boy, which one is it? It is the Ogerpon Sweep. Now, this is one of those new Pokemon that was currently revealed in Scarlet Violet, and one of the, one of the more main antagonist Pokemon legendary thing. And I was actually kind of wondering if one of these sweeps is going to happen, and we're going to be doing this one. Now, disclaimer right now, I actually feel like this is going to be more important for the listening, so now listen up here. Ogerpon has a very interesting side, first of all, but the most important about this is whether it's wearing a mask or not. Now, Ogerpon, if you haven't noticed in this game, Ogerpon is a grass type, but it gets a cool new variety of type depending on which mask you're wearing. Like, for example, if you were running a cornerstone mask equipped it, and once you're Terrasolite, you'll turn into the cornerstone version of it, which is basically the rock type version of it. The hearth flame mask will turn into a fire type, and the wellspring is turned into water type. Now, these have to be equipped in order to make use of what its signature move, i.e. CUDGEL. Now, actually, in this set, if you don't know what this move does, it is a high critical hit rate, and it types depends on the user's form. Now, if you run a dependable mask, that depends on which type it will change into. Now, if you don't run any mask of them, it'll just be a pure grass type. But if you run a specific one, let's say if you run like the Wellspring one, the Ivy Cudgel, I'm not sure for that fully if it's how you say it, but once you use that move, it'll turn into a water type. Now, the most interesting about this thing is the Ogerpon is actually a very unique one in general. Now, once you Terra your Ogerpon, which, by the way, I will have to probably show this in a video afterwards, so show you what exactly it'll look like, and also the moves on it. Now, when it Terra themselves into one of its mask form, you'll get a specific good stat with it, depending on which version you're running. Now, the grass one give you +1 on speed. The stone one give you 1+ on defense. The Hearth Flame one gives you a physical 1+ on attack, the physical attack, and the Wellspring gives you special defense. I'm pretty sure 1+. So you can run a specific set, depending on which version you're going with. Now, for this sweep, I'm actually going to be only going for the Ogerpon, the original one, instead of the mask one, sadly. Now, I love to go for one of those ones, but at this point right now, you're going to see the end of the video. You will see what it'll look like and pretty much how it looks when it comes to these forms. Now, sadly, Showdown didn't even include this while I was doing the sweep here, while I'm doing this one currently right now. They never revealed the the mask terrorized version of it, so I'll have to show this in a video. So you're probably going to see just an empty box when it happens. So sadly, it is Showdown stuff going on, so it's pretty much going to look like this, just like Ursaluna, so nothing I can do about it. But anyways, guys and girls, that is pretty much the little first explanation, and let's get through this battle. So pretty much in this battle here, we pretty much virtually just sent my first mon, which was Monkey Dory, and what it just did, it simply just did. So I went for Monkey Dory. I was actually going for the attempt at Monkey Dory sweep, and it's going to go for the Hypnosis, and it's going to be versus the Gengar as well. Now, I could have gone for the Dark Pulse, I'm pretty sure was happening, but I went for a Sludge Wave, and yeah, the Gengar's going to one-shot me with the Shadow Ball, and then I thought this might be a great opportunity to swap into Ogerpon, and yeah, just kind of this whole monkey business kind of turned things around. So let's get this sweep, and hope you enjoy the battle. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the Ogerpon sweep there. Like I said, now as I said, I wasn't really going for an Ogerpon sweep, but it actually just sort of happened and just magic got it. Now let me explain this move pull set. So let me explain how you can run the Ogerpon in battle. Now we got a physical, obviously, because it's what it is. Now we got max attack, max speed with adamant nature, 4 for the special defense, because why not? Now this is a obviously the grass version of it, which actually, not gonna lie, of all of them, I actually prefer the grass one. It's actually kind of a lot more, not the most complicated, but pretty actually useful in most sweepers because, for example, if your opponent's gonna try to like start set up on you and try to like drop your attack or stuff like that, you have a really actually a good chance to sweep them back because first of all, this is a very strong, first of all, a strong mon in general, especially when it terrestrializes. Now, first of all, we got Ivy Cudgel, which is its gross special. It's good. It's a gross physical move. It is 100 base power and 100% accuracy. It also has a high crit rate. Now we got Sword Stance for increasing our attack, in case if we don't get our Defiant ability in battle. Now, I actually did able to get its ability in, I think I got it in one of my theme teams, I think. I don't know. But in case if you don't get a plus, if you don't get an attack rate or get like a setup move, like Sword Stand, for example, your best odds is to get your Leechy Bear, which, by the way, the reason why they run weakness policy is because, well, it's kind of overdoing it. Plus, with the Leechy Berry plus Sword Dance, you basically have a +3 in attack, and yeah, your moves are pretty much almost unbeatable, almost, especially when you territorialize. Now, the reason why you want to run Jolly is because when you territorialize your Gross form or the Ogerpon form, I guess you could say, I don't know, you basically get a +1 speed, which basically just it's kind of like something you don't like, just obvious enough because with 1+ speed, it was even outspeeding things like Calyrex Shadow Rider, which which by the way, we might have to check that out. So hold on, let me get a look. So Calyrex has 150 on the speed versus 110. So 110 versus 150. So essentially, it is actually technically less fast. It's actually a slight bit faster than Ogerpon, but however, with max speed on this thing, it is actually a lot more faster than the thing. But you're probably gonna thinking, well, obviously this can also run max speed, but with its Terrasolize with 1+ on the speed, it actually is way more faster than the Calyrex, as long as it's not a it's a +1 plus speed on nature with Choice Scarf. Then goodbye for that, Ogerpon. Now, I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a move pull example with some of these sets and tell you what you run on them. Now, first of all, we got Ogerpon Corner, or the Corners, or Cornerstone, which is the rock type version of it. Now, first of all, it basically, when you use this, territorialize it, it'll give you a +1 on defense instead of speed because you're in the rock one. Now, the interesting about this is also get sturdy. So, in general, you can use you can set up basically on the opponent with like a bunch of Swords Dance, and with Jolly Nature, which by the way will be best option for you because you're not running the last one. You can potentially outspeed them and go for like already your little setup moves and go for like Swords Dance. Let me give it a see here. So you have a rock type which will turn into it. So it's good against fire, bug. Let's give it an ice type as well. Could be a good one. So the only thing you do need is something that covers some of the other types, like ghost. So your ghost is one of them. I feel like I've already known some of them. Hold on a second. Wait. What is it good against? Wait. We got ghost that is weak against dark. What was the other type? I feel like I already know there should be some of them. Now I feel like I'm gonna end up forgetting. Now I don't know why. Because like there is a few mons who could actually come in and probably ruin the whole thing. Let's see here. Hold on. See you later. All right. See you later and say like that. But you can run maybe like a knockoff set for. I feel like I don't know why I'm so confused about the typing. It should be an obvious one, but You know, it doesn't matter. I think it'll just pop out of my mind. But yeah, you can run like a knockoff for like ghost type Pokemon and oh, psychic type. There we go, psychic. Boom, psychic and ghost type. Those can be a huge counter, especially. I don't know why I switched it to Ivy Courage, but okay. You can run knockoff in case that happens. You can run Swords in obviously, and then you can run. I mean, you don't have to really run a grass type if you want to really do it. Another thing cool about this is that you can even run like Grassy Glide. Maybe you can change that to a priority type, obviously. Um, with like a help with Rillaboom, which by the way, Rillaboom has now Grassy Glide and Grassy Search with it. So it's kind of annoying, but what can you do about that? Another thing you could change is having Trailblaze, but it's a less strong grass type move. Plus, it's already pretty fast, so I'm not sure if I really need it. You can change it maybe into something. You can maybe change it to, let's go with Play Rough. Could be good, especially versus some opponents can maybe come in and use like a fighting type. Fighting types could be useful. Could be usually come in there and annoyingly. Then you also have rock types or ground types. Sorry, so that means you do need something for a ground type counters. So maybe Power Whip could be good for it. I mean, all you have to do is make sure you get a lucky hit, and Power Whip like a lucky landing, and Power Whip should do the job. I don't know why I have superpower. I meant to have Swords Dance, but either way, you can run maybe like even a bulky set on Ogerpon. It's a Coverstone, the Cornerstone version. But I don't know if there's really that many great moves in it. It's a moose. Which, by the way, I don't think there's even a moose Pokemon in the game. But anyways, in case you do want to run like a bulky set, I recommend you talk with the Ogerpon, well, spring one, because actually, with this set, actually you could even run like a bulky set in general. Like, I would say, let's actually give it a hold on. Let me quickly. I'm gonna probably make a move guide as well while I'm doing it. So, hold on. I don't know why it doesn't work, but okay, whatever. Oh, that's right. I have a Calvers. Forget it. Let me quickly get one of these. Hold on. Ogerpon, boom. And let me quickly change the form or Ogerpon. Oh wait, hold on. I need this one. Hold on. Let me quickly see if I can change this thing into a good one. So let's turn this into a bulky set. So you can run max defense, max health. If you want to run like a Impish Nature, you can run that definitely. Turn that into it. Then let's go with like Leech Seed for a stall, for the steel, a little bit of heal coverage. You can even run like counter stuff like that in case you want to stop like sweepers. Then you can even have like a supporter set, like even a supporter set. Like in general, you can run. Like you can even have like Lash Out. Lash Out could be not a bad move, especially if. But then again, Lash Out only works when your opponent predict you to have a setup move, like using a Swords Dance or Trailblaze or stuff like that. Then maybe that move would work, but I don't think otherwise that's not super helpful. But yeah, you can even run like a little bit of a supporter set. Like this set could work, maybe. Not the most best one, but you can run this one and run like it. You can terrorize its Cornerstone Mask, and if you chance to have live this one, you can even go for a counter or Leaf Seed. And if you want to support to your team, you can go for Spike. So that could work out. That's one thing at least I will give an explanation at least. I'm not saying this thing is still super bulky like some of the other ones, but it can be a little bit interesting, surprising the opponent especially. If in case you want to try, use just itself, you could use like a straight out physically like bulky set, or not physical bulky, just a wall in general. You can change its nature to this. You can change it to like this way. Use a careful nature one with its Terra, and then have it to use Spiky Shield. You can use as a Spiky Shield set or a Synthesis in general. You can just use one of them. Yeah, this one could definitely work out. I definitely can say this one would work pretty good in general. Not the worst, but some solid one. But that's that. Let me actually make. I need to make it. Probably make it a different actual. And they probably need to make an actual. Let's see, our cover stone. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to make a whole list with that almost. But that's that. But let's see. Our next one is. Oh wait, well, where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. The next one is the Ogerpon Health Flame one. Now, this will turn your IV Cudgel into a fire type move. Now, because it's going to be a fire type, and because once you tear yourself into a fire type, your greatest option is to run speed and attack, obviously, because it's going to get a plus on attack. So you can probably run Jolly, probably is the best option, because, you know, you'll get already a +1 in attack. Or with the Terra, and once you Swords Dance it, you can go for obviously a Swords Dance attack, and you know, able to withstand it. Now also it gets Mold Breaker, kind of weirdly. I don't know why I need the Mold Breaker. Thought it would be kind of cooler abilities, but you know, it's what it is. And I mean, it does this moves and their effects ignores abilities. Like you can actually even ignore like Sturdy. You can even ignore like, I mean, then again, you can even ignore stuff like, I'm pretty sure even like some of the more like some of the, I actually maybe I don't even know if this works like, oh, that does work on Shininja, right? Doesn't it work like even like that? So you can have this as a fire type move. Let's say here, you can have this thing let's see here, it does have fire. Let's see here, what else? Fire type is one of the things. That is good against like grass, ice. Okay, grass, ice. Does it work on bug now? I think it does also work on bug. Think. I mean, it originally used to be also good against poison, but I don't think it doesn't work anymore. So it does have 3 counters. So bug, ice, and grass. Pretty sure. Then let's see here. We got that covered. So let's see. Our next one is depend on whether if you want to run something similar or not. You could have this as a maybe you're probably gonna need something like a coverage move, like maybe something that is different from the other. So I wish it does learn like a water type move. Oh wait, no, the other one does learn water type. So the other form, never mind. But one thing I do have a few issue about this set is that it does have more average counters, because I don't say it has a huge more weakness than the other 4, but I don't think this with this combination using a grass and fire types, because I'm pretty sure we already have a grass and fire type, so it's gonna be a little problem. But let me see here. You can run. I mean. Let me think here. So we have Grass and Fire, which Pokemon comes in as a counter? Quackquavel could come in there, come often. Then we have fighting types, which often have that. Then we Dragon types. Dragon types has often to use like, especially most Dragon type famously. I will give you an example like Haxorus. And Salamence. They most run Earthquake, so they most likely are notoriously big old threats, because most Dragon types has Earthquake. A little bit annoying, but what you gonna do about that? So let's see here. Like, let me show you. So there's a lot of you ones. So let me give it a Dragon type. So we have lots of Dragon types comes in often to just come out of nowhere and just Earthquake spam it away. There's a lot of few ones. Not all of them, but pretty much most of them actually does. So they often do have to be appeared to counter this set like this, for example. So you can definitely use Play Rough, for example, to counter Dragon types, which often use Earthquake often. So that's one thing to be used. Next and final one is their other coverage. So I would go with I mean, Steel types are Oh, that's right, steel. That's a good right. That's a great thing I actually forgot about. Steel is also weak against fire. So the only thing has counters to this thing I would go with is I mean, ground is the only thing who can counter most of it, but I could say. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Actually, do they even have anything? I mean, poison type could come in. Technically, poison type is actually good against the grass type, and because fire is not neutrally like resist to poison type, but it also is just neutral attack. That means the only way you can counter it is a ground type move. So maybe run Stomping Tantrum for a ground type users can be a little bit more easier as well because using Stomping Tantrum, especially if you miss your play rough, which could be a good combination, you can double the damage using Stomping Tantrum. So this could be a good set for it. I would definitely think this could definitely work in most compatible ones. So I would say this set can actually work pretty good. So um, not the best, but proudfully the best, I would say, for my arsenal. So this is by far, I think, the best counter, the best move pull, and the best use for Ogerpon for the heat form, the heat flame one. And that's it, really. I don't think I can make any better than that. Last one is Ogerpon Wellspring. So this will turn yourself into a water one. Now, for its water type one, it will get yourself a special defense, special defense plus. So let's see here. So special defense, you can run maybe like obviously like I said before, you can run a bulky set maybe, or just a straight out sweeping one. Now because it gets a special defense one stage, one to Terra, you're obviously gonna either run a wall set. Most can maybe, yeah, if you want to, you can run definitely that one. But another thing is whether if you want to run a sweeping or just try something more fun. Let me see here. You could try. I mean, let me see what else you can. I mean, it does learn. I mean, once IB cudgels, it's gonna be good against. Let me see here. Fire could be good. Rock and ground for a reason for its water types. I mean, in the anime, they used to say the ice type used to be is weak against it or has less used to be good, but I don't think that's wrong. So let me see here. Well, that's good. So fire, ground, and rock. That's one thing. Let's see here. What could you else be good for? I mean, you could run Horn Leash or Horn Leech for just healing up in case you know if you want to get more health as well, because you know if you're running it's Terra, obviously if you want to live the next attack for a special defense user like Miraidon, especially good against that, you can probably run that one. You can definitely have that sort of set. You can try to figure out a counter with it. Definitely gonna run a Jolly Nature with special defense 1+. Could be good one that. Obviously, if you want to also run a bulky set, you can try to figure out some strategy. Maybe run the more. Maybe you can run like a troll set. Maybe like a fun troll set. You can definitely run set. Let me give it a go here. So let's see here. So Ogerpon Spellspring. Let me go ahead and give you an example. So you can run. Let's see, it's going to turn into Terra, but let's go with Charm first. Charm, you're probably gonna understand why. Hold on. You can run a Charm. Obviously that one. Leaf Seed, which is the one I mentioned before. With max special defense, make it as a very special defense wall. Alright, that's supposed to be careful. And then let's see what else I can give it. And I don't think it's Ivy Cudgel will be good against it if he's gonna be running that. You can run maybe Taunt and Photosynthesis if you want to. And then again, also you can use Encore in case the opponents want to set up on you. You know, use Encore for a little bit of a disrespectful troll. Just like, nope, that's enough of you trolling and trying to set up on me. So you can use Encore on it and the opponent in case they want to do it. And then you can use Leaf Seed and Charm to just drop their setup and pretty much take the cake. For Horn Leash, you could switch it to a different move if you want to. or you can use it for another setup or something. Don't think this thing does learn any neat move, let's say that. You can even run like Lash Out in case the opponent does set up on you. Try like say let's say let's go with let's say if the opponent's gonna go for like Memento, maybe I mean Lash Out does says here it times 2 times power if the user had a stat lowered this turn, or your in case if you don't know yours technically. So it could actually work and also as a coverage, but I think Horn Leash will be perfectly better than that. So you can run that set. But in case if you just want to run a sweeping set with Ogerpon Wellspring, I can say you can run obviously the Horn Leash set. Definitely would be a great move. Another one would be something that also counters its other type. So first of all, Grass Water is, well, most people run the Bug Water. So let's see here. Grass is, I mean, because it's all the Grass Water, so the only thing who could be good against it is at the moment Electric could be one thing that has a counter. So maybe Stomping Tantrum could use it for Electric. Steel types, in case you know most of them run it. Then again, we have Horn Leash, so that's one thing. So Horn Leash is good against Rock and Ground type. But the only move that means is Stomping Tantrum, so it actually will be only good against, well, Electric then, basically. But it won't be good against Steel types, so that could be actually useful then. So yeah, I'll keep that one. Another move that you can definitely run is, let's see here. If you want to go for some more lulls, you could definitely, definitely feel like if you want to take obviously a little bit of chance, you could even run like a focus energy set. Definitely try a little bit of a luck if you want to go for it. Because most of it, your setup or your little set will be rely on you, well, mostly do a lot of damage. Now, I'm not saying of all these forms, obviously not for my not to upset most of the fans that hasn't liked too much of it. I think Ogerpon Wellspring has probably the least sweeping potential. Not the most upsetting way, but it's kind of thing because like here's the thing. Water and grass type is a right combination, but for the other ones who has more unique effect, especially because, well, obviously water absorb, it's kind of useless for Ogerpon because, well, it is already a water type, and we all know we're already gonna know that water absorb is its main ability, so I don't think it's gonna be useful in battle, and most people definitely don't want to take a risk and go for an attack with a water type move, anything like that. And because you can't Tara or tear yourself into a different type because you're wearing the specific mask on the Ogerpon, you can't basically you can't tear yourself into a different type. You have to stay in and accept what you got. So I think this one by far is probably the least useful of all of them. And I would go with something just random coverage, but if you want to go for this, obviously you could do it, but let's go with I guess you could run Reversal. I mean, Reversal could be good against, I mean, Dark type could be good ones. Then again, like for example, like, let's see here. So if you outspeed most of them, let me think. Hold on. Because like we have some already good strong mons already coming up, like Ursaluna, already coming up. I even have to do an explanation on that. So Reversal will do a little bit, but then again, it has you're pretty much tearing yourself into your form, so that'll give you one special defense. You potentially has a chance to live that one, but yeah, I actually don't think I don't know. I actually have a great move with actually, so I would just go with like maybe just go for low kick. Actually, just go for low kick. I guess that's what would be, and that's it. So I pretty much say this is probably the best option for most teams, but most of it at least. So not the most favorable of most of them. I don't have a huge liking, but some of them is all right. Okay, so in the future, like I said, I will only going to be posting this one as an Ogerpon sweep, just a grass one. I don't have no intentional way to go for the other ones. So you pretty much already explained what reason you can run this one and what potential way you can use on this set. So I'm probably going to put this as a special sweep and a move tour guide as well. So hope you enjoyed both of them. And we'll see you guys on the next highlight while we're putting up some of the other sweeps in the future. And as always, that's it. And stay lucky out there.